Hi, Johnny. Welcome to the Sparkle Show. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. So tell us about what you have going on. You're a man that wears many hats, director, producer, actor. Tell us what's going on.
Are you familiar with Gary SOTO?
Yes.
So he and I have been working on a few things, and he gave me the rights to produce the film adaptation of his most famous poem, Oranges, and um, and that's going to be really cool.
I got to ask you a stupid question, Johnny. Are you related?
No, no, we're not.
I didn't think so.
It's not stupid. It's a valid question, but no, we're not. We sat down and tried to figure it out once. There's no relation.
How long does it take you to do these projects?
It depends, really. It depends on the elements. It depends on the weather. It depends on budget. Depends on life. You know, if if anyone was able to do these things that we like doing, your show or my films or music or whatever, and not have to worry about anything else at all in life, right? We probably get things done a lot quicker. But that's not how it goes. Life, in particular, in my case, took a wild turn these past 5, 6 months or so, which was smack dab in the middle of this film. So that caused some delay. And it's not like you have a higher up and you say, "Oh, sorry, man, I'm not going to." There's no one else to fall back on. If you fall a little bit, then the film falls a little bit. But you don't let go. You just keep going, and it's nearly there, and it's coming.
So tell us about some of your past projects for people that don't know about you.
I've been producing, writing, directing, editing for most of my life. I was a theater major at Fresno State, so I started out acting when I first moved out to LA.
I went to Pacific studying theater as well.
Oh, cool. That explains the theatricality. Hey, and your show looks great, by the way. I don't know how long you've been doing this. I know I've seen it. I've seen you, for some time now, but kudos on all that. It's not easy to do.
Thank you. Well, just wanted to point that out really quick. Too. I mean, KP does a really good job. So, and you've worked with him. Tell us about that experience.
Yeah, KP was a stunt coordinator. KP, stunt coordinator and an actor in my first feature film, which when we filmed it was called Showboys. But it got distribution and did the whole Netflix, Redbox, DVD, Target, and it's called Hollywood Road Trip. When it got distributed, we changed the title to Hollywood Road Trip, and so KP was involved in that, and he remembers all of that and how crazy that was. We shot that in 15 consecutive days.
Wow! Oh my!
Yeah, and so it was a lot of pre-production planning. It was a lot of just blueprints and we just banged it out. And I think I locked myself in a room and I edited it together in a couple of months, and that was that. But it was maybe a year or so leading up to, and then 15 crazy days, and then 2 or 3 crazy months by myself. Yeah, Hollywood Road Trip. I think you can rent it on Amazon Prime right now for like $1.
So what's your favorite thing to do? You said you got your start in acting, but I feel like you're more of a director now. Is that like kind of more your passion, or you just kind of went more that route?
Yeah, that's more my passion. I think it's more, but what I've been doing the past 3 years here downtown is I opened a creative branding and advertising agency, which I no longer have. But for those 3 years, produced some really great work, commercials, promo videos, stuff like that. And so we're talking now films, short films, commercials, PSAs. We're talking a whole bunch of different things, but when you look at it, at least in my eyes, it's all kind of the same thing. It's even acting. It's just all storytelling. You're telling a story one way or another, or a message, to a group of people, and there's lots of different ways of doing it, but you're still doing the same thing. So I feel like when I was younger, I felt acting was the first sort of medium I felt like I had to do that. But it wasn't until I got my hands on the camera that I realized that it's the camera that I love best doing it with. So I would say, yeah, directing, but I'm very hands-on with the camera. So directing photography and cinematography and lighting. I love light. I love light. I love light.
Just to have all these tools. And it's funny because I was watching, it was like the Hollywood Reporter or something like that, and all the best writers, screenwriters were there talking. They said you have to go through acting. You have to at least have done one project as an actor to really become a good writer, to know what it's like. So I imagine that was your first step. You're probably really good at everything you do now because you understand the whole business, every part of the business, all the moving parts.
Right, and you know what? That's a really great point, and it's true. Not just on the performance side, but in every aspect, because I've filled just about every role of any type of production you could think of: a producer, line producer, a grip, a gaffer, PA, an actor, an extra, director, writer, editor. You know, all in every capacity. And when you do that, when you're forced to do that, or you force yourself to do that, you gain a respect for all of the different roles, but you also, you gain a knowledge and a respect that you can't really get otherwise. And yeah, and I felt that the most when it came to directing, because I'll see some directors. I'd be on some sets and I'd see some directors just grill their actors, or just not just treat them as if it's easy what they're doing, in front of a camera and in front of a group of people. When it's not, when you're not really telling the person what to do. You're sort of and being the actor in that situation, I'm able to understand what I would have liked to have heard, or what would have helped me hear from the director at that point. So I felt like in that aspect it helped me out the most. If I hadn't started out acting, I probably wouldn't be as communicative, is that a word, or be able to just really get through to my actors as efficiently, as effectively as I do.